kitten like this end up looking like this? Today I'm going to tell you all about Colorpoint kittens with the help of my current fosters, Fawn, Joey, Kit, Puppy, and Tadpole. So you've probably heard of a Siamese cat. That is a specific breed of cat that is known for having darkened points at the ears, the tail, the feet, and the face. But did you know that this color pattern can also be present in domestic cats, like the ones that we see on the street and in shelters and in our homes? This color pattern is referred to as being a color point. And let me tell you, here in California, there are always Colorpoint kittens who need to be rescued. That's true. I rescue a lot of little Colorpoint babies like you guys. I cannot get over this kitten pile. How am I supposed to do this video with you guys being this cute? So this entire litter of kittens are Colorpoints, but you can have a Colorpoint kitten in any litter. Sometimes you'll see kittens where there's one who's orange, and there's one who's black, and there's one who's a Colorpoint. What's really interesting about these kittens is that they're born solid white, and then their points darken with age. This is due to a phenomenon called temperature-sensitive albinism. In cats with temperature-sensitive albinism, they have a specific gene that inhibits pigment from developing in areas of the body that are above a certain temperature. So basically what happens is, in the warm parts of the body, this gene tells the fur, don't create any pigment. But in the cooler parts of the body, this gene is not inhibiting pigment. So you'll see those darker points, especially present in the parts of the body that are further from the core. Those are the cooler spots, so their ear points, their tail, their feet, and even their snout, because cool air is coming in through their nostrils and their mouth, and that's a cooler part of the body. And that's why we call them color points, because the points of their body are more deeply pigmented and the warm parts of their body are less pigmented due to temperature-sensitive albinism. So when you look at a Colorpoint cat, it's like looking at a walking heat map, showing you which parts of the body are cooler and warmer. Okay, so why are they born white? Well, it's because when they're in utero, their entire body is very warm. So the temperature-sensitive albinism gene kicks in and tells their fur not to develop any pigment. After they're born, they start to be exposed to environmental temperatures that are cooler. And over those first few weeks and months of life, their points begin to darken. That's what's so fun about fostering little Colorpoint kittens like these guys. When you first get them, you might not even know if they are a Colorpoint or if they're just white. And then over the coming weeks, you get to start to see what they might end up looking like. And there are lots of different types of Colorpoints, even represented within one litter. For instance, you can see Kit here has darker points developing than her litter mates. This is called seal point coloration. Here's an example of another kitten I fostered like that. His name was Balboa, and you can see here that his points are just beginning. And here's what he looks like now. Pretty amazing, right? Their points darken a lot with age. Some color points are called lynx points, and that's what it looks like you're gonna be, Miss Fawn. A lynx point typically has stripes that are darker towards their points. Here's an example of some lynx point kittens that I rescued in the past, and here's what they look like now. You can also have a lilac point kitten like my former foster Topanga, or a flame point kitten like my former foster Sage. Sage was solid white for so long, and then he started to develop those beautiful red points. And check out what he looks like now. He's beautiful. Funny story, the first Colorpoint that I ever rescued was about 12 or 13 years ago, and he was a little flame point named Coney. But at the time I didn't know anything about this stuff, so I actually thought he was just dirty. I remember taking him home and being like, what did you get into? What is all over your ears and your nose? And after a couple days, I realized, you're not dirty, you are a beautiful flame point kitten. Well, you live and you learn, don't you? I hope that this video has helped you learn something new. I think science is so amazing, and when you add science and the cuteness of kittens, it doesn't get much better than that. I cannot wait for these beautiful kittens to grow up and to witness the fullest expression of their beautiful Colorpoint selves. You're gonna be a beauty queen. It's true, puppy, it's true.